नमस्कार, मी महाराष्ट्रीयन ऑनलाईन न्यूज चॅनलमध्ये आपल्या सगळ्यांचं स्वागत. आज आपण बातचीत करणार आहोत एका विशेष व्यक्तीशी. यंग आणि डॅशिंग असे क्लस्टर टूर्स अँड ट्रॅव्हल्सचे फाउंडर याकोब रणदिवे यांच्याशी आपण आज बोलणार आहोत. नमस्कार सर.
नमस्कार
सर, सर्वात आधी आमच्या प्रेक्षकांना सांगा की तुमच्या उद्योगाची सुरुवात कशी झाली.
क्लस्टर टूर्स अँड ट्रॅव्हल्स हे 3.5 years आता आम्हाला जसं झालेलं आहे स्टार्ट करून. आणि त्याची ज्यावेळेस आम्ही सुरुवात करत होतो, आधी मला ह्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये कंप्लीट 14 वर्ष झालेले आहेत. आणि ज्यावेळेस आम्ही काम करत होतो त्याच फर्ममध्ये मी आणि माझी पार्टनर आम्ही एकत्र होतो. आणि त्याच्यानंतर वी हॅव डिसाइडेड की आपलं स्वतःचं आम्ही काहीतरी केलं पाहिजे. आणि देन वी हॅव स्टार्टेड अवर थिंग्स. अँड देन वी वर 3 or 4 of us. We thought we should do ourselves. We should start our own things, and then we started this. And then after that, we actually 4 of us. From that, we only took it for 2 of us, Uma, Krishna, and myself. The cluster tours and travels. When we have started, that time it was a small office. It is in Kharghar. Okay, and now after that we have shifted to the Nerul. And now we are doing very well, very good.
याकोब सर, आम्हाला हे सांगा की हा तुमचा वडीलपार्जित व्यवसाय नाही आहे, तुम्ही स्वतः पार्टनरशिप करून केलेला आहे. तर कशा प्रकारची अडचण आली का, म्हणजे आर्थिक म्हणा?
हा जो टूर्स अँड ट्रॅव्हल्सचा जो व्यवसाय आहे याच्यामध्ये म्हणजे तुम्हाला सुरुवात करण्यासाठीच भरपूर पैसा लागतो. पण ज्यावेळेस आम्ही स्टार्ट केलं त्यावेळेस आमच्याकडे स्वतःचं म्हणजे काहीच नव्हतं. म्हणजे माझी जी आई आहे ती गव्हर्मेंट सर्वंट आहे. आणि ज्यावेळेस मी स्टार्ट केलं तर म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस घरामध्ये जे काही माझा आईचा जो सेविंग होता तो आम्ही तसा स्टार्ट केला होता. आणि त्यावेळेस म्हणजे यू कॅन से की म्हणजे इट इज रिअली क्रुशियल टाईम फॉर मी एक असं 6 महिन्याचे म्हणजे जे पैसे असतात जे आपल्याला घरामध्ये जे नॉर्मल खर्चासाठी यू कॅन से जे ग्रोसरीज असतात, डेली ग्रोसरीज, त्यासाठी त्याचे पैसे 6 महिन्याला मी साईडला काढून आणि मग जे काय माझ्याकडे थोडेफार जे पैसे होते, माझ्या आईची जी सेविंग होती ते आम्ही इन्व्हेस्ट केलं. आणि आम्ही कॉन्फिडन्स दाखवून आम्ही स्टार्ट केला. आमचे जे क्लायंट्स होते त्यांनी आम्हाला भरपूर सपोर्ट केला आणि त्याच्यामुळेच आज आम्ही एवढे पुढे आलो.
अरे नक्कीच. सर, टूर्स अँड ट्रॅव्हल्समध्ये तुम्ही कशा प्रकारची सेवा देतात लोकांना?
टूर्स अँड ट्रॅव्हल्समध्ये हॉलिडेज आहे. टूर्स अँड ट्रॅव्हल्समध्ये ट्रॅव्हल रिलेटेड ऑल काइंड ऑफ सर्विसेस. यू कॅन से इंटरनॅशनल तिकीट्स, डोमेस्टिक तिकीट्स, visas, insurance, and the hotels, everything. Travel related all services आपण देतो त्यांना.
सर, इतक्या कमी वेळात इतक्या मोठ्या शिखरावर पोहोचणं फार मोठी गोष्ट आहे. याचं श्रेय तुम्ही कोणाला देता?
डेफिनेटली आपले फॅमिली मेंबर्स जे असतात त्यांचा भरपूर हात आहे. माझी मिसेस, माझी आई, त्यांनी भरपूर सपोर्ट केला मला. हे जे बिझनेस एक अशी वस्तू आहे म्हणजे वेन यू स्टार्ट दिस, ओके, तर त्यावेळेस आपल्याला स्वतःला कळत नाही की आपल्याला त्याच्यामध्ये यश लाभणार आहे किंवा नाही. पण ज्यावेळेस आपण कॉन्फिडन्सने दाखवतो आणि आपले जे फॅमिली मेंबर्स आपल्याला तेवढाच सपोर्ट करतात तर आपल्याला ते इझी वाटतं. आणि डेफिनेटली बिझनेस करताना हार्डवर्क इट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टंट. आणि तेच आज केल्यामुळे आणि माझ्या घरच्यांच्या सपोर्टमुळे आज आम्ही एवढा उंचावरती पोहोचू शकलो.
सर, एक मराठी माणूस उद्योगात कधी उतरत नाहीत, फक्त पोट भरण्यापुरता कमवणं आणि खाणं एवढंच असतं. तर तुम्ही त्या मराठी बांधवांना काय संदेश देऊ इच्छिता?
मराठी बांधवांना नथिंग इज इम्पॉसिबल. इट्स कम्प्लिटली डिपेंडिंग अपॉन युअर हार्डवर्क. जर तुम्ही तुमचं हार्डवर्क पूर्ण केलं, ओके, आणि तुमची जर इच्छाशक्ती असली तर तुम्ही काही करू शकता. आणि मराठी माणसांनी तर हे केलंच पाहिजे, भरपूर पुढे आलंच पाहिजे अशी माझी इच्छा आहे.
याकोब सरांनी जसं सांगितलं आहे की नथिंग इज इम्पॉसिबल, म्हणजे अशक्य अशी कोणतीच गोष्ट नाही आहे. तुम्ही हार्डवर्क केलं तर तुम्ही त्या शिखरापर्यंत नक्कीच पोहोचाल. सरांनी इतका अमूल्य वेळ आपल्याला दिला आणि इतके मोलाचा संदेश आपल्याला दिलेला आहे. मी महाराष्ट्रीयन टीमतर्फे आम्ही तुमचा धन्यवाद मानतो सर. थँक्यू सो मच.
थँक्यू.
नमस्कार. See, after my colleague spoke in length about the gentleman here, we have another person here, very dynamic and beautiful like she is, and she also has been the pillar to this company here. Let us have some chat with her and find out about cluster Ma'am, hi.
Hi.
Ma'am, after gentleman has discussed about it, I would say, could you enlighten about some of your services which is very different from others?
Yeah, sure. It is not different from others, I would say, because we have all the services what others also offer, but our only USB is that we do 24/7 and we personally go into it and we see to it that all the services are rendered properly to all our clients. We do not leave it up to the staffs that okay, they are managing it so we can be relaxed. That is not the way you can do in as a entrepreneur or as a businesswoman or as a businessman. If you personally do things, I think we are always successful in things.
What was inspiring for you to actually venture into business? Like a gentleman, of course, did was your co-partner somewhere. He was also working somewhere. What was the inspiration? What brought you into business like this?
When during the lunch time, we were all working together. We were 5-6 of us. We used to have lunch together. During the lunch time, we always wanted that we should do something different. And me and my partner Jakob were more into that we should be doing something of our own business. So during the lunchtime, that was inspiring us, and I think from the beginning, I always had that I should have my own office and I should be the boss. I always wanted that.
You mean to say that you always had a gist to be your own entrepreneurship?
Yes.
Ma'am, coming back to your services as such, what is the kind of extended services you provide under cluster as such?
We provide under one roof, we provide all the services right from your passport, making of the passport, to the domestic tickets, to the international tickets, to the visas, to hotels and tours and packages, the land arrangements done. We also do the MICE movement.
MICE movement? It's like become like a grease work.
Yeah, MICE movement is it's a short form for meetings, incentives, conference and exhibitions.
Okay.
So putting up all together, in the travel industry we call it as MICE movements, where we have to handle, the corporates, they have their, if the passengers, if the staffs have they have come out with their targets, achieved the targets, they are always given to go out and they are given a budget, they can go out and spend, so that is where we handle all those things. And the land arrangements are also done by us. We have done few things. We are also now starting up with fixed departures. We have started for this May. We have a 7th May Europe departure for 14 nights, which we have successfully succeeded in that. And now we are planning for some, future mini Europe package during the Diwali time. So.
Okay, so you also coming up with some packages where perhaps people cannot afford it, so you try to come up with a smaller budget.
Smaller budget also. Because this 14 nights is a big budget. So people who want to go abroad, but some people are not very confident in talking in English over there. Few people are there, localites, who are not very comfortable going to Europe alone, and it is not that easy that you can just go and roam around, because there is a cost constraint, because everywhere you have to spend more. But when you have a group and when it is all together of the local people, this also we have taken it 5 to 6 families are there who are traveling to Europe in May. So similar way, we have put up all those people together and we have taken it as a group, which it is a enjoyable thing for others also, whereas you feel at home because they are all your known people.
Okay. Ma'am, coming back to your industry again, what is the demography of crowd you target from under cluster?
We do not target any crowd as such, because we have always been.
What kind of a class? Right question is, what kind of a class?
You can't say class. See, people who are traveling abroad, or if you a person who is traveling locally by flight, on the thing is that he can afford, that is why he is going, otherwise you cannot. So we don't target anybody, because we don't campaign ourselves anywhere.
Okay.
We usually, it is only because our service is rendered to people that people appreciate us and they have given our names to others, and through references we have come up today what we are. And I would really thank to all those people who have come up and who have really supported us to what we are today.
Okay. That was so nice to hear out of you. So much of confidence when you are actually talking. Ma'am, see, in your industry is basically a very competitive industry.
Yeah.
Let us be very honest about
Yeah.
it, isn't it? So how do you stand out from others?
We give the services 24/7, and we usually do it personally, even if it is at midnight, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. If we are getting a call, we do not avoid those calls. Okay, and
You might be receiving some calls from abroad also.
abroad also. So if my passengers are stuck there, or if they have some issues there, they cannot go to those places at that time, because of the time difference, that it can be like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. If sometimes due to some immigration issues, my passengers even in Bombay cannot travel
Get
at that
stuck up
time,
also
stuck up.
something, yeah.
So we do not ignore the calls, neither of us, me or my partner. Whenever it is, we sit and we see to it that the passenger has boarded the next flight or whatever it is, and accordingly we see to it that once we get a call from the passenger stating that yes, we have now got the boarding pass and now we are okay to board, then we just
See, after we have heard that they are so confident into their services, in a very short span of 3.5 years, the growth has been tremendously what we have actually also spoken here, and it is very rest assured I can actually tell my audience that they can straightway barge into this office, get all the necessary requirements right from passport to immigrations,
Yes,
and
everything.
also arranging the hotels abroad.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And then some
Even
of
the
them
tours.
also giving them
Flat
some of the
arrangements.
flat arrangements and some of the what you call tour journeys for enjoyments also you
Yes,
do. I mean, I'm not
yes.
if I'm
We
not
do
mistaken.
everything.
Yeah. So under one roof, everything is provided, and it was pleasure talking to you.
Thank you
ma'am.
so much.
God
Yeah.
bless you and
Thank
keep
you.
going.
Yeah, thank you so much.